Hi, friends. This is Caroline from Carousel, and welcome to your weekly energy update. Today is March 24th, 2021. So I pulled a card to help me with the energy update this week, and I pulled a change in the wind from the Oracle Wisdom of the Oracle deck. One of my favorite decks. It's very easy. It's the one I use the most, to be honest. So this is a great card. It always kind of freaks me out, just because it's all about feeling a change in the wind, feeling a change coming, and kind of feeling like we need to control or being afraid of the change that's coming. So I'll just read the little notes. It says the essential meanings are a sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. And so it's really just feeling that there's a change or a shift coming, and we don't know what it looks like yet. And so kind of feeling that out of fear or out of vulnerability, feeling like we need to buckle down or protect ourselves or defend ourselves in some way. So this is fitting to me in line with the last couple weeks of energy updates, which have really been about personal growth and transformation. And so I equate this to the butterfly analogy, where we were in a caterpillar stage, growing, recognizing patterns that no longer served us. And then many of us may feel like we are either stepping into or going into or are already in the cocoon and liquefying stage of the caterpillar. So you may have felt like you were shedding these things that no longer served you. And then now it's kind of like, oh no, I don't know what comes. Because even when we let go of things that we know don't serve us, even when we are releasing our shadows and moving to a place we want to go, if it's unfamiliar, it can still be scary. And so letting go of the shadows of how we have defined ourselves or how we have seen ourselves for so long, and moving into, let's say, a butterfly stage where we can grow and transcend them, even though that's part of our evolution for our highest good, it still can feel scary and it can feel very unknown. And we can go into that place of, well, who am I without these things? And so it's this card always kind of, it reminds me of that feeling of waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it may feel like that, but this is all for the better. All of these shifts are for our betterment. And so this may be us being able to release feelings of unworthiness to move into a better career or a better relationship situation or becoming a better partner, because we've released our own illusions or our own perceptions that have blocked us from being a good partner. So this card really signifies to me that the energy of this coming week is really about moving into that, either moving into the beginning, the middle, or the end of the liquefying stage of the caterpillar's evolution, let's say, for this example. So going into, either you're already in that liquefied stage where you feel like, I don't know which way is up, I don't know who I am anymore, like I've let go of so many things. And so it's that fear of like, I don't know what's on the other side, I don't know what comes after this. Or you're about to step into the liquefied stage where you're like, I don't want to let go of these things. I don't want to, I don't know how to let go. I don't know how to not be these ways or engage in these habits, or I don't know how to not have these certain coping mechanisms and helps. So that's what it feels like to me for this upcoming week. And what I want to say is, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it all. There's no reason. This is actually part of the growth. And this kind of like, oh my gosh, like afraid of leaving the shore we know to sail to where we want to go is a super normal feeling, and it happens to everybody. And it's actually part of the process, and it shows that you are in a space of growth to have these feelings. For example, it's like the plants every winter. I mean, they have to go through shedding, releasing their leaves and their petals and their flowers to be able to make space for growth. They have to go through that period of kind of back to zero, or that I want to call it a nullified period, but I don't know if that's the right wording. They go back to kind of a neutral space before they can grow for the next year's growth, for the next evolution. So this is a good card. Like I said, it always kind of freaks me out, but it is for the better. It means that you are loosening up the things, the earth things that need to be loosened for you to create a solid foundation and to build what you want to build. So it may feel scary, and I want to acknowledge the scariness because it's important. What we resist persists. So if we keep being like, no, I'm fine, but inside you're dying afraid, that fear is just it's going to become stronger and get more momentum and more strength. So let's acknowledge that it's scary. It's scary to grow. It's scary to evolve. It's scary to transcend and move into what we want and the vision of ourselves being completely worthy. That is a scary thing. It's scary to acknowledge that we are worth more and that we deserve more and that we are capable of more. So acknowledge that, and then slide into the magic of it. There's a little, let's see if I can find it. There's one quote in here in the description that is just so good. And so it says in the description for the card, life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. And that's the last thing I want to touch on for this week's energy update. If we are continuing to operate in the same way, so we have the same patterns, we have the same thoughts, and these thoughts are usually rooted in something that happened in the past. This is a reference to Dr. Joe Dispenza's work and the way he describes it. And so most grown-ups have a thought pattern or circular thinking that is rooted in something or an emotion or an experience from the past. And so this is all known experiences. They do the same thing every day. They think the same thoughts, and this is all known. And so it's not until we can create something unknown by doing something new, something that is outside of this known and familiar territory, it's not until we can create this newness that we can make space for miracles and magic to come into our lives. So for example, if you're trying to meet a partner, if you're doing the same things every day and you're only in contact with the same people every day, and you're going to the same places where you know the same people every day, you're not making space for a new person to come in because it's all the same. And so there's no space for that magical person, that miraculous person to come into your space. And it's the same thing with everything. And so when we can let go of that familiar cocoon or that familiar caterpillar state that we have known our whole lives, and that likely is generational, so our family has known our whole lineage, when we can step out of that, we make space for these miracles and this magic to come into our life, whether that's a career or a partner or clients or whatever, or job opportunities or hobbies or friends or anything. It can be anything. A parking spot, like it can be as small or as big as you want. So stepping into the unknown is where we open ourselves up and how we invite magic and miracles into our lives. So I encourage you to embrace with curiosity this liquefied state. Take things in as like, oh, isn't that interesting? Or like, oh, how interesting? Or like, oh, I didn't realize this. Approach your growth and your evolution from a state of curiosity and exploration rather than judgment, because it's not supposed to look like anything. Your journey is not going to look the same as mine. My journey is not going to look the same as so-and-so's, and etc. So it's not supposed to look like anything. You're exactly where you need to be. And if we can approach it with a vision or a perception of curiosity, interest, and exploration, we can enjoy this growth. We can slide through the liquefied stage and really enjoy the flying butterfly stage much more easily and in the flow with the universe, the natural evolution that is our divine birthright. So this is Caroline from Carousel. That's all I have for your energy update for the week of March 24th, 2021. Please follow me here, whether you're enjoying this on YouTube or on Spotify or any other podcast hosting. Please follow me here for more energy updates and more information for your spiritual growth and evolution. Join my newsletter, which has exclusive content and tips and techniques for your spiritual growth. And I will be with you again so soon. Once again, this is Caroline from Carousel. That is where you make space for miracles. And it's the same thing for when we shift into our higher version of ourselves, we make space for miracles within our life. So this can be creating a job. This can be creating a job. This can be creating a strong partnership. This can be a dream business. This can be any of those things. This can be creating a job. This can be a dream business. This can be a strong partnership. It can be any of those things that matter to us. And so it is by stepping into the liquefied state and being willing and open and interested and approaching with curiosity, stepping into our, oh my God. Wow. I will be back again with you for, oh my fucking God. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna be, fuck, I gotta go, man. Gotta go. Gotta this.
Oh my God. The worst.
Every time it's getting better.
No, every time it gets worse. You're burping, the fire alarm.
Hey, fuck you.